So if we're working with quantitative data, then in order to get a histogram so that we can then use for a frequency distribution, um, as we've seen, the the data here, if it's not in order, it's a little harder to just see what's happening with it. But when we put it into a histogram, which I'm going to use graph and then histogram, then the column where the variable is, where the data is that we're working with, there is in column 1. And when we look at the where, I'm not going to worry about that just yet. And the group by, I'm not going to worry about just yet. The type here, we can either do frequency or relative frequency. I'm going to leave it on frequency for now. And then the bins are the classes that we were talking about. So I can start at 300 for this one and 350 as we saw in class today. And then once I've done that, then all I really have to do is hit compute. There are other options here that you can explore and play around with. But now I've got here this table. Now, I don't want that var1 there. I want another label for the rent. So I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to change the name of this column to rent. So you can click on the column and change the name of the variable pretty easily. And then if I go over here, I can do refresh under options and it changes that to rent. Now, do I want to put a title in? I could go in and title the entire graph, rent paid by college students, and hit compute here. And now it puts a nice title at the top. If I want to put this in a Word document, so I can put all my questions in, the answers to questions in one document, I can do options, and I can either copy this or I can save it. So if I do save, I can say 2.2 rent histogram and hit save. And you can email this if you want, or you can just then close it out. And in StatCrunch, under my StatCrunch, you have some different things. You have my results, so we have a couple graphs that we can look at there. You can go back in my StatCrunch and look at reports and surveys and things like that, and we'll spend a little more time working with those as we go along.